Satnam.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday morning, day, whatever.
So yeah, it's like 20 or 21.
Day organized.
We're still organizing about 3 or 4 more days of it.
And what are we organizing? What kind of, let's take thoughts and feelings, for example, that go along with our experience in this right now. How do we organize that? Because those are very, very powerful. Yesterday I had a really strong feeling about yesterday was not an easy day for me. It was very challenging. I've got this swimmer's ear going on with me, and the pain got really bad yesterday because I probably waited too long to go get some antibiotics. So the swimmer's ear went from my ear and it moved down into my throat. And it's trying to make its way down into my my lungs because everything travels, gravity. It's going down. And even though yesterday was like really challenging, because I had to figure out how to go to urgent care and the doctor and all this and that and the times, and I went and they were closed and for lunch and I had to leave and come back. Oh, poor me. Mm-hmm. I get it. But anyways, the bottom line was yesterday I had this amazing feeling because I showed up at an AA meeting unbeknownst to mahanraj, and mahanraj saw me walk in and she wasn't expecting to see me, and it was just this like overwhelming, beautiful family connection, outer AA family. This just beautiful thing, and then the day moved on, and it's like everything that we did, the feeling that was coming up for me inside was, when I don't resist, it kind of goes back to the Monets, right? When I agree to agree versus resist. I got a real taste of this yesterday. When I just agree to agree and I do what I do, like not as a checkbox for the box, or not like, because Mahanraj wants me to do it, or, if I just do it because I just want to do it for me, for my own personal growth, my own personal experience, because I know it's what I need. When I just give into that and I just go with it, I find myself like with this enjoyment inside of me that just, it's contagious for myself and kind of those around me, So I was experiencing yesterday, like, what an awesome thing that we're doing and enjoying it at the same time. Like, it's not challenging. It can be, but it doesn't have to be all the time. It can just be pure fun. And if you have to add that ingredient into what we're doing, it has to be somewhere along the line. This has to be fun and enjoying, for ourselves.
Yes.
That's an absolute must.
Yeah, so it was so fun yesterday that actually freaks me out. So, it's like my morning sadhana was so beautiful. I went to the Catholic Church for Mass. It was so beautiful. I go to the meeting at 9 a.m. and Tony surprises me and he's there and I get to lead it. And it's so beautiful.
Yeah, she leads the meeting. Yep. And of course calls on me to share.
Which was so beautiful. It was like everything. And I go to lunch with my friend Mo. It was so fun, and then we had an amazing evening sadhana, and then we stayed like in love and connected for like hours, and it was just like, it was so fucking good, right? And I wake up, I do sadhana, and I'm tired, and there's this thing, the deeply listening, I'm really in touch with the little girl in me that when there's so much beauty, and there's so much enjoying it, that I am making that about, that's what makes me lovable. That's how I know I'm okay. I'm not abandoned. It's like somehow that is fixing something, and that is not what it is. That part of me that hurts doesn't ever really get fixed. It just gets loved. So today, enjoying that I'm more melancholy, enjoying that I'm tired. Still, in my morning sadhana, there's all this stuff I do, but I always say now the 8th purdy, and my personal purdy is the 13th, and then I say the 38th because the 38th gives me the discipline to kind of hold it all together. But the point is deeply listening to this moment, like the only place where love is, this organizing situation I'm in, is organizing me to the present moment. It's always only here. Yesterday is gone. Nothing's really wrong. I mean, I do worry about you being sick. And I worry that I'm going to get it, even though he tells me I can't. Anyway, I'm just being human. I also, I'm going to out myself on this. I've been really bringing up a lot of humility. And
excuse me.
There's a lot of my, sadhana and prayer and meditation that is very devoted to my soul and God and humble. But I'm very present to there is this fucking part of me that is so it's like competitive, or it's trying to get something, like I'm after something. Like if I sadhana enough, if I pray enough, like I'm like better. Like, and there is a thing in me like I need to be better than you. Just to be even. And I've talked about this before. It's that wounded little girl in me that's so insecure that she will fight for the spotlight. She will fight for the best sadhana. Like, this is so fucking crazy, y'all. But I have compassion for her. I mean, I used to just think I was a bitch, honestly. I just used to think, oh my God, you're even like that in your practice. But now it's like I have the sunia, I have to listen to that little girl who will use anything to prop her up because she feels so below. And what I'm really been feeling with Jesus at the church and in my sadhana, because he's like front and center, I'm always staring at him as I'm like, sunia tu kapo, he's like looking back like, are you listening? Anyway, what the message, we are equal. We are all the same. That is it on every single day. And we're different. How our soul light shines, yeah, it's different, but on an energy, potential, goodness level, same to infinity. We're a spark of God. Sparks of God don't, Anyway, I'm saying that more to myself than anybody, because what I do to myself hurts me. Or I wouldn't even talk about this. And if I'm hurting me, guess what? I'm going to hurt you, because hurt people hurt people. So, I could just cry.
No, and it's okay. You can cry.
and this is good.
Yeah, and I can sit here and burp. I'm thinking oh my God, we're so unprofessional. I'm sitting here and I'm like, excuse me. No, seriously, while you're talking. And you know what though? That's who we are. That is who we are. We are these human beings, and we're growing and we're learning. And unfortunately, as we're learning, we have to tiptoe through the freaking tulips.
It is not tiptoe.
Together.
It is triptoe.
It's totally triptoe.
Shall we all triptoe together?
Yeah. And the balance of triptoeing is what I have been feeling lately with Mahanraj is just, and it's because of the sunya, it's because of the listening, it's because of the sadhana that we do together. It's because of the 20-minute silence when you only want to sit for 5 and be done. It's all of that consistency that lately has been really allowing me to just love you.
I love you.
Just love you unconditionally, with no motive. I'm really getting in touch with how much I'll just love you to kind of make sure we're okay for a little longer, like I can breathe now, right? After I love you a little bit.
To get me to cook dinner.
Yeah,
love me so you can have sex. No,
it's not funny. It's true.
I know.
It's true. And I'm sure you have your little love me
God.
on your side too, right?
I do.
Yeah,
I
it works both ways
But
here.
what I was getting in touch with too, though, and this magic, like we have lots of these moments like yesterday, but when we get in this sweet spot of our love, I really feel the little boy and the little girl.
Yeah.
Like, even though we did very adult things last night, it was like very much the little girl and the little boy that feels safe enough to come out and be seen.
Yeah. Yeah, and when I look at pictures of you when you were a young little girl in elementary school, I had this love. Anna Watson was
She's my competition, Anna Watson.
She was the first girl I kissed when I was like I was maybe in 3rd grade or something, and I was obviously I was the guy and Anna was the girl, and everyone knew we're officially going out, right? and we made sure one day to get in the hallway, and everybody knew we were in the hallway, and they just gave us this space where I gave her this little kiss. And she was the love of my life. She was just the love of my life, and then she moved away. And it's funny because she moved away right around 8th grade or something. And I always had this thing inside me, little Anna Watson. And when I look at the picture of you as a young girl, about the same age when you were in school in that age group, you look just like her, and everything about you makes me realize that I would have loved you the moment I saw you. If you and I went to elementary school together, you would have been my girl, because we do have this little boy and little girl thing together. I guess you could, with the Sagittarius moons, it's playful. We're walking hand in hand as children a lot of times. And I think when we get in trouble, when we struggle, it's always when we try to force the adult into us, both. And we don't, and neither of us really are good at that. But we're really good at being the little kids together.
And when you're in touch with that, it is the purest connection also to your soul. And then you can be honest, because if you can hear that part of you, when you get triggered and you want to be mean, when I want to bring out Lucy and annihilate somebody, I can love her. And go, I know you feel hurt, but you know what? That's not what they really meant, and I'm gonna handle it. It all makes everything, and you just enjoy everything more. So I'm going to enjoy being sentimental and a little tender. That's really what I am. I thought I was just sad, and this is gonna be a bad day. but the truth is, I'm just sensitive.
Yeah, we love you all.
We love you so much.
Hope you enjoyed this podcast.
Hope it inspires you to listen and feel yourself more. We are in the Cancer season, so just, to round this out, Cancer brings up your inner child more than any other sign. It is the sign of how I felt with my family when I was little. I love you.
We love you. Sat Nam.
Sat Nam.